Hi, good morning my dear students. I am happy to meet you once again through this video. I hope you will watch it. Thank you. Today the topic that I am going to discuss with you is sex determination. That is in plus 2 zoology 4th lesson, principles of inheritance and evolution. You know that already I think you studied. Inheritance is the process of transmission of genetical characteristics from parents to offspring. This leads to the evolution, and here the sex determination definition. Sex determination is the process in which the distinction between the male and female organisms is established in a species. During the process of fertilization, depending upon the type of the male gamete which fertilizes the egg, the male or female organism is determined. So, it is nothing but the distinction or differences between the male and female organism is established during the fertilization process. It is called sex determination. In human being, I will take human beings as an example. We have 46 chromosomes in body cells. So, it is a 2n number or diploid condition. Out of this 46 chromosome, 44 chromosomes are called autosomes. These 44 chromosomes determine our body characteristics. These 44 chromosomes are same both in male and female. The remaining chromosome, 2 chromosomes, they are X and X chromosome in female and or X and Y chromosome in the case of male. These chromosomes are called allosomes, or these chromosomes are called sex chromosomes, right. So, in unisexual organisms like human being, the autosomes responsible to determine our body characteristics and allosomes responsible to determine the sex of the individuals. So, here the similar type of chromosomes are present in the case of female, or it is in human being in female. So, this similar structure is called homomorphic chromosomes. These are called homomorphic chromosomes. And in the case of male, the 2 different types of chromosomes are present. They are in 2 different structure. This we called heteromorphic chromosomes. So, if a similar chromosomes are present, this is called homomorphic type, and 2 different types of chromosomes are present, this is called heteromorphic type. Generally, the homomorphic individuals produce the similar type of gametes is called, that is homogametic type. It is called a homogametic. So, the individuals which possess the similar type of chromosome or homomorphic chromosomes produce similar or same type of gametes called homogametic or homogametic type. But in the case of male, in the case of human being, the individuals produce the gametes with 2 different sex chromosomes. So, one of the gametes or 50% of the gametes contain X chromosome and 50% of the gametes contain Y chromosome. So, the 2 different types of gametes are produced by one sex or one individuals. This we called heterogametic, right. So, homogametic type produced by the homomorphic individuals. Heterogametic type of gametes are produced by the heteromorphic individuals. So, these heteromorphic gametes are responsible for the determination of sex in different types of organisms. So today, we are going to see one by one. So first one is the heterogametic males. Actually, in the case of heterogametic sex determination, in some species, the males are producing the gametes with two different types of chromosomes. In some organisms, the females are producing gametes with two different types of chromosomes. So these are, the two types are there. One is heterogametic males, another one is called heterogametic females. In heterogametic males, the two different types are there. One is called XXXO type, another one is called XXXY type. The XXY type of mechanism is also called ligase type. See, in the case of heterogametic type, one of the sexes producing gametes with the same type of chromosomes, and the another sex produce dissimilar type of gametes. So one of the individual produce similar type of gametes, and another sex produce dissimilar type of gametes. That is in the case of heterogametic type of sex determination. As I said earlier, here in this case, the male and femaleness of zygote or male and femaleness of the embryo determined at the time of fertilization process. So when the male gamete fuses with the female gamete, depending upon the type of male gamete, the sex of an individual is determined. So first one in X and XO type, XX and XO type. This type of sex determination is seen. The organisms like bugs, like bed bugs, cockroaches, right? Bugs, cockroaches, and in grasshopper. So in these organisms, this XXXO type of mechanism is determining the sex of an individuals. Here, if you take, this is an example, or cockroach is an example, the total number of chromosomes present in their body cell is about 38. That is, in diploid condition, they have 38 chromosomes. So the female, actually this one is the female. Here, the female cockroach have the two autosomes. So autosomes are responsible to determine the body characters, and they have the two X chromosome. So in autosomes, so two X chromosome, and they have 36 autosomes. The male organism possess, these are two sets of autosomes and one X chromosome. There is no Y or another X chromosome. So in male, one sex chromosome is less in the case of bugs, cockroaches, and grasshoppers. So this is the parental organism, possess the in diploid condition, these autosomes and XX, that is 2X chromosomes, and the male organism possess the two sets of autosomes and XO or X nil chromosomes. During gamete formation, here one autosome and X chromosome, here another autosome and X chromosome. So here the similar types of gametes are produced. In female, the two gametes are produced with the similar chromosomes. But in the case of male, one gamete, that is autosome and X chromosome, Another gamete produce autosome, no sex chromosome. So here dissimilar gametes are produced in the case of male. So here these males are called heterogametic males. This is called heterogametic males. Why? Because males are producing the one gamete with the X chromosome, another gamete with the none or no X chromosome or Y chromosome. So this is the case of gametes. Now this X chromosome bearing female gamete fertilizes by the X chromosome bearing male gamete, so they develop into female. So the symbol is called as the female. So because similar type of the gametes are there, so both the gametes are fertilized by like this. Okay, autosome XX develop into female. But now this female gamete fertilized by this no sex chromosome bearing male gamete. So there is two autosome X and O. This gamete develops into male. This gamete, this zygote develop into male organisms. So in the case of that is bugs, cockroaches and grasshopper, right? This XX XO mechanism is operating in this. So one of the gamete, that is the case of female, or both the gametes in the case of female, that developing with the X chromosome, but in the case of male, one of the gamete is actually receiving or developing with X chromosome, another gamete without X chromosome. So this gamete responsible for the determination of the male sex in the case of this organism. This type of mechanism is called XX XO type of sex determination. Another type is called ligase type, or it is also called XX XY type of mechanisms. Okay, in XX XY type of mechanism is in the case of human and Drosophila. Drosophila is also called fruit fly or Drosophila melanogaster. In this is a XX XY type of mechanism is operating, and in this females are producing the similar type of gametes and males are producing the dissimilar type of gametes. So the parental organism in diploid condition, they have two sets of autosomes and X chromosome in the case of female, and two sets of autosomes and X and Y chromosome in the case of male. Again, during gamete formation, here one set of autosome plus one X chromosome. So here females are called homogametic females or homogametic individuals, and males are called heterogametic individuals. So one type of gamete actually with the X chromosome, another gamete developing with the Y chromosome. So here this X chromosome bearing ovum, when fertilized by this X chromosome bearing sperm, that obviously develop into that is female organism, and the other gamete, that is Y chromosome bearing male gamete, fertilizes the X chromosome bearing female gamete that develop into that is male. So this one parental organism, this one is the gamete, this one F1 generation. So this XX XY type of mechanism is seen in the case of human being and Drosophila. Here the Y chromosome is responsible to determine the male or femaleness in these organisms, both human being as well as in Drosophila. But in Drosophila, the different system is operating. There is no gene in the case of Y chromosome, but that is the ratio between the autosome and X chromosome is responsible to determine the maleness or femaleness in the case of Drosophila. So this if you take a human being, in human being, the total number of chromosome, as I said earlier, 46. Out of 46, 44 chromosomes are autosomes. 44 chromosomes are autosomes. These 44 autosomes are similar both in female and male. So, these autosomes are responsible to determine the various characteristics like height, color, the shape of the nose, earlobe, secretion of hormones, secretion of enzyme, all this what we call this is a phenotypic characteristics. So, these phenotypic characteristics are determined by these 44 autosomes which are similar in both male and female. But the male and femaleness differences exhibited only by the other chromosomes, other type of chromosomes that is present here, that is called X and X chromosome in female and X and Y chromosome in the case of male. So, in female here 44 autosomes are there and 2 X chromosomes. In male again 44 autosomes and X and Y chromosomes. Here these 46 chromosomes are present, right? This actually we call this a diploid condition. These 46 chromosomes are in diploid condition, that is present in all body cells including gonads. All these 46 chromosomes are present in all body cells including gonads. During gametogenesis process or during the formation of gametes both in male and female, right, this 46 chromosome equally distributed to 2 gametes, that is 23 and 23. Now, this condition is called N condition or haploid condition. It is called N or haploid in condition. So, this in the case of female, here 22 autosomes plus X chromosome, the another gametes will get 22 autosome and 1 X chromosome. Okay, so totally 44 autosomes and 2 X chromosome in the case of female. In male is a 22 autosomes and 22 pairs of autosomes and 1 X and Y chromosome. In this, the female receives 22 autosomes and another gamete also will get 22 autosomes and 1 X chromosome. Here in the case of male, 22 autosome 1 X chromosome, right, and here males receive 22 autosome plus Y chromosomes. So, this Y chromosome bearing gamete is responsible for the determination of the maleness. We know that the X and Y chromosomes are called sex chromosomes or allosomes. These X chromosome and Y chromosome contain the different types of genes which are responsible for the determination of all maleness and femaleness characteristics, right. So, the main function of the X and Y chromosome is to determine the sex of the individuals. In addition to that, some other characteristics are also determined by the X and Y chromosome, but the primary important function is to determine the maleness or femaleness. So, the genes for the determination of the sex is present both in X and Y chromosome. These chromosomes are called allosomes, right. These are not present in the autosome. So, the number of autosomes is similar in both male and female, and also genes present in the autosome is also similar both in male and female, but only the difference is in X and Y chromosome. This kind of mechanism we call this is the XX XY type of mechanism, or it is also called ligase type of this sex determination. So, this is found in the case of human being and Drosophila. Okay. Next, heterogametic females. Heterogametic females. In heterogametic females, female organisms producing dissimilar type of gametes and male organism produce similar type of gametes. Here female organism produce similar type of gametes, but male organism produce dissimilar type of gametes. That is seen in the case of heterogametic, that is a type of sex determination. In this seen in the case of moth, butterflies. There is no much difference between these two, moths and butterflies. Both are belongs to the order Insecta, class Insecta, order Lepidoptera. So we can easily identify the difference between butterflies and also moth by the presence of bristle like structure on the, here the head is like this, bristle like structure here in the antenna in the case of moth, and the wings are powdery in the case of moth, not powdery in the case of butterflies. Both belongs to same order called Lepidoptera. In this Lepidoptera group of organisms, female organisms are producing dissimilar type of gametes, but the male organism produce similar type of gametes. So moth, butterfly, and also what is it, domestic chicken. Okay, domestic chicken, some types of fishes, reptiles, birds, right. In these cases, these heterogametic females are present. The female organism produce dissimilar gametes and the male organisms produce the similar gametes. So these heterogametic females is two different types, right. So generally heterogametic females, here is also they are XO and XX type, and X that is Y and XX type is actually seen in the case of heterogametic females. So XO females are producing dissimilar gametes, and XY is also producing dissimilar gametes, that is by female, and XXXX, here XXX produced by similar type of gametes produced by male organisms. So here to avoid this XX XO mechanism and XX XY mechanism, to avoid confusion, the different alphabets are used. So the different alphabets are, that is ZO and ZZ type, and another one is ZW and Z type. So ZO ZZ type of sex determination is seen in the case of, as I said earlier, bugs, in the case of moth, that is in the case of moth, butterfly, and domestic chicken. And this ZW and ZZ type is seen in the case of, the type of moth is called gypsy moth. Some fishes, some reptiles, some birds. Okay. So gypsy moth is also belongs to the Lepidopteran insect. So in some fishes, some reptiles, and also some birds, these ZW and ZZ type of sex determination is seen. So it is also very simple one. So in the case of ZO ZZ type, here the female organism, that is autosomal chromosome and ZO in their body cell in diploid condition, and the male organism possess the pair of autosome Z type of sex chromosome in their body cell. During formation of gametes, they produce Z, that is one gamete, another gamete A and no chromosome, no allosomal chromosome, but a male organism produce similar type of the gametes, and this AZ or Z chromosome bearing male gamete fertilizes Z chromosome bearing female gamete, that obviously developing into the female. Okay, sorry, it is developing into male, and the autosome, that is two autosomes ZO. So the O chromosome bearing female gamete is fertilized by the Z chromosome male gamete, that developing into, that is female in the case of the chicken, that is in the domestic chicken, moth, as well as in butterfly. So this kind of the sex discrimination is seen, right. So here male female organism possess or produce two different types of gametes. Male organism produce similar type of gametes. So just it is opposite to the sex determination seen in the case of human being and Drosophila. So here the female gamete which contains no sex chromosome, female produce the gametes without sex chromosome, when it is fertilized by the Z chromosome bearing male gamete, that develop into female. So male and femaleness is depending upon the heterogametic, the chromosome produced either by male or female organism. So the another type of ZW, ZZ type. So here the number of chromosome in their body cell is less. So in the case of domestic chicken, the total number of chromosomes present in the male is 78. The number of chromosomes present 78. Out of this, 76 chromosomes are autosomes and 2 Z chromosome present in the case of male. But in female, that is one chromosome is less, that is 76 autosomes are there, and one, that is a sex chromosome, and another no. So totally 77 chromosomes are present. That's why the female organism produce one gamete with the Z chromosome and another gamete without a sex chromosome. This is responsible for the determination of the femaleness in the case of, that is the organisms like a domestic chicken, that is seen in the case of moth as well as in butterfly. But in another type, that is ZW and ZZ type. So here two are, that is set of autosomes in diploid condition and produce dissimilar gametes. But here one gamete without sex chromosome, but here both the gametes are developing with the sex chromosome, that is in gametes. This one is the parents, and the another gamete develop into Z autosome W, the two different types of female gamete. But a male organism produce, this symbol is male symbol, this one is the female, the symbol indicates femaleness, the symbol indicates maleness. Here they produce AZ, another gamete also AZ. So males are producing similar type of gametes, females are producing dissimilar type of gametes. Here the sex of the individuals is determined like this, that is AAZZ developing into male and AAZW developing into female, right. So the different types of gametes produced in either male or female, that is responsible for the determination of sex in the case of, right, is some organisms. Process of determination, that is the maleness or femaleness, happen only at the time of the process of fertilization.